So, it's spooky season and I'm not going to put any spooky books on my TBR for the first time in forever. Basically, this month I'm not going to be putting any spooky books, aka mystery or thriller books, on my TBR because I have decided I want to finish the series that I have started. Because there are a lot, and this has never happened before. And this year it's become a trend for me where I start a series and don't continue it. So that's the plan, basically. I have a few series that I've started and I need to finish them. But before I do say those series, I have 2 books on my TBR that I want to read that aren't part of a series because I do need some that aren't. Otherwise I'm gonna have a panic attack. The first book is the buzzword book of this month, even though I didn't do the past 2 buzzwords. This one I am going to. And it is A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahereh Mafi. The theme of the buzzword is elements, so it has sea on it. I think that is qualified for that prompt. I have no clue what this is about, but here we are. If you're new here, I don't like to know what books are about. I read what it's about once and then I forget about it and I buy the book and then I read it. I don't know. The second book is a book that I've already had on my TBR so many times and still haven't read, but I'm going to now, I promise myself. And it's Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. This is a book about a girl who is in love with her best friend who is another girl. And I don't know why she can't tell her why she likes her or something. Something happens where a new kid, which is this boy, finds out her secret, which is she likes this girl, I think. And they fake date in order to not spread the rumors or something. I don't know. I just know it's fake dating and I love Sophie Gonzalez. So that's why I want to read this, why I bought it, everything. Now on to series, which is going to be a lot. The first book that is series that I need to finish is Bridge of Souls by Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab. This is the last book in the Cassidy Blake series. I don't know what this is about. The past 2 books have been about Cassidy, our main character. She goes with her parents to different cities. The first one is set in Scotland and Edinburgh, I think. I don't remember. And the second one is Paris. And the parents are not ghost hunters, but they like to find out about ghost stories and stuff like that. And Cassidy can see ghosts, so it's kind of like that. The past 2 I've really liked. I'm really excited to read this one. The cliffhanger on the last book was really interesting and I'm excited to see what happens in this one, so I want to continue. The next 2 books are a series that I've been excited to read for a long time and are 5-star predictions. And they are God's Grave and Dark Dawn by Jay Kristoff. I read Nevernight last month and it was amazing. 5 stars. The prediction was correct. So I'm really excited to read these, even though they have small writing and are huge. I want to read both of these. Hopefully that happens and I don't have a reading slump again. And if you don't know what Nevernight is about our main character, Mia. And she goes into a school for assassins, basically. And it's sort of a competition between 28 people, kids, I guess. All of them want to become a Blade, which is a assassin in that school society thing. And the top 4 in that group of 28 get to become Blades. And it's really cool. Highly recommend it. Amazing. The next book that I'm putting on my TBR is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. Also technically Queen of Air and Darkness, but they're both humongous. And I'm kind of scared of putting both because it might make me not read them. But in my brain, they're both in my TBR. That didn't make any sense. But anyways, if you don't know what this series is about, it is about 2 main characters, Julian and Emma, and they are shadow hunters, and they... I don't know how to explain it. No. Whatever. Basically, it's about 2 characters and they're shadow hunters, as are the rest of the books by Cassandra Clare. So, shadow hunters, I guess. The next book is the last one I'm putting on here because otherwise it's way too much for me and I'm gonna stress out. But it is Legendary and Finale in my brain. by Stephanie Garber, the 2 sequels for Caraval. I read Caraval during the summer, and I don't know why I didn't continue, but here we are. Caraval, if you don't know what that is about, it is a sort of circus game thing. Our main character, Scarlet, is obsessed with this sort of circus thing made by a man called Legend, and he makes this game where normal people can go in, and the person who wins the game gets to make a wish, whatever wish they want. Yeah, and Scarlet is basically forced to go and play that game. It's sort of dangerous, but not really, and there's a lot of drama, and I loved it. That was a really bad explanation, but you're gonna have to live with it because I don't know how to explain books, clearly. I don't know what this is. But these are the books on my TBR. Am I gonna do this? I don't know. I have a full-time job, but here we are. It's gonna go great. But those are all the books on my TBR. There are a lot. Pray for me. Yeah, I'm really excited about all of them, so that's a good thing. And I also now I'm gonna like the following books, I think, because I've liked the first one, if that makes sense. Because usually when starting a series it's kind of daunting because some of them are big. But that is everything for today, and I'll see you in my next weird video. Bye!